All right. What's up, guys? Dope as shit here, bringing you guys another video. Thank you guys to the subscribers, the new subscribers, the new viewers to the channel. You guys are doing a great job. Been more consistent with the content, so you guys finally get to see the face behind the videos. I do live stream occasionally. Sometimes I have the webcam on, sometimes I don't. But for some of the newer subscribers who've never been exposed to my channel or seen my content, it's me. Here you go. In this one, I want to talk about gaming. Let me get some things out the way first. Gaming has never been bigger. Gaming has never been more accessible. Gaming is here to stay. Gaming is not dying. Gaming is not dead. Now, the particular genre of games that you might play might be a bit in the slow period. Hell, it might even be dead. For all I know, for all I care. Let me say this. We've never had more variety of game titles, genre depth, and just, you know, gaming is more mainstream now, right? It appeals to more people. Monthly active user counts are up across all platforms, meaning that there are more people engaging with gaming today than it was years ago. Okay? You got consoles, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation. You got PC. You got mobile devices. Hell, you even got people playing games on the cloud, okay? Even though I don't like cloud gaming, I tried it. The only game I beat on the cloud was God of War Ghosts of Sparta. That's because I wanted to get the trophies on PlayStation for that game, right? But to get back to the main topic, gaming's not dying and gaming's not dead. You need to broaden your horizon and play different games. I'm tired of this narrative. TikTok is a very interesting place, right? Because the algorithm will throw you these random things, right? Random videos out of nowhere. It can get weird. I don't know. I'm gonna say this. I was on TikTok and I see a couple of these videos, guys like gaming's there, gaming's there, gaming's there. I'm sitting here looking like, are we serious? Are we being serious? What are you playing? Then you go on their page and it's the same typical annual release games that they're playing. And I'm here to say, I'm about to hit 30, so I'm 28. I've broken out of that annual release 2K, Call of Duty. If I look at your game and I don't like it, I ain't playing it. To be spending $60, $70 for the same shit every single year to get screwed over, nah, I'm good. There's so many other games that deserve your attention, that deserve your actual money because of the hard work that they're paying, well, the hard work that they're putting into the game. Like, and it's not only just like newer games, right? If you're not enjoying the current slate of games coming out, then play older games. Most recently, I just beat Infamous 1 on the PS3 emulator on my PC. Because I was like, yo, Sucker Punch is coming out with Ghost of Yotei. And I was like, one of my earlier experiences on the PS3 was Infamous 1. Because I bought the PS3 when it was $299 and they came out with the Slim. And I got two games with the PS3. I got Infamous 1 and I had Need for Speed Undercover. I'm gonna do a Need for Speed Undercover video in the future. We're gonna talk about that game because that game is interesting. But Infamous, for that to be one of my first PS3 experience, really stuck with me because that game was fire. And it still is fire to this very day. It's crazy how well that game holds up. Like, people are like, yo, you gotta remake that game, remaster that game. And it's for good reason. And I'm gonna make a video dedicated to why that game should be remade and remastered. I got like 10 hours of footage. Give me 1 second. Let me get this back on. Sorry about that. When my laptop goes idle and the monitors turn off, they start beeping and stuff. It gets annoying. Anyways, I got 10 hours of footage of Infamous gameplay. I got a video coming out Infamous 1 pretty soon and why they should remaster or remake that game for PS5. Anyways, you can go back and play older games. So you have newer games that are coming out hitting the market with a wide variety of different genres, and you still have older games that hold up to this very day that are still fire. When I made the ROG Xbox Ally video, I was playing Pokemon Coliseum, and I was having a blast. Now, there's moments in Coliseum because Pokemon Coliseum is different from the Game Boy and Nintendo games. It's very different, right? Now, the mechanics are still the same, but there's moments in time where I'm playing Pokemon Coliseum. I'm like, damn, like I'm facing like 10, 20 trainers in a row. God damn. It's like back to back to back to back to back. Insane. Having a blast though, having the fun, but there's moments where it can get a bit slow in that game. Anyways, gaming's not dead. Gaming's not dying. Gaming's not going anywhere. Gaming's never been better and bigger than what it is now. And for people who are talking about gaming's expensive, gaming's always been expensive. Now, there's moments in time where, consoles get discounts, right? A lot more sales and stuff like that. But gaming's always been an expensive hobby. I was listening to a Broken Silicon podcast. Tom from Moore's Law is Dead. Check him out. Watch his channel. Great on PC analysis. Does a lot of leaking. He's the one who actually leaked the PS6. So check out his stuff. He's very, very reliable. And he had a guy, like an OG guy on there. He was talking about, hey, PC gaming back in the 90s is more expensive than what it was today. And I was like, oh, interesting, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, bro, it cost like 15 to 20K to get a high-end PC back then. I'm sitting here like, shit. You put like 2.5 grand into a PC, you good for a couple years. Like my main rig upstairs, 3090, 5800 X3D, 4 terabytes of SSD, I'm good. All I ever did, I built that PC back in 2020 with a 3900X and a 2070 Super. All I did was upgrade around the margins, swap out the cooler, swap out the fans, put another SSD inside there, upgrade the CPU, upgrade the GPU. You're good, right? But I'm saying this to say, don't believe the narratives that these people are putting out that gaming is dead, gaming is boring. These are people that don't have a broad, they don't have a broad category of games that they're playing and engaging with. Okay, they don't like to experiment with different games to see what they like and try them out. Right? These are very niche gamers. They stick with a particular genre. They don't branch out and play other titles, okay? And like I said, you have newer games that are coming out, and then you also have older games that's been out already on the market that you can go and try out if you never played them. And all you gotta do is go on YouTube and look up a review. Like, all right, this game looks cool. I'm gonna try it out. Or hit up a homie, talk to somebody like, yo, I know you play a lot of games. What you think about this? What you think about that? And like I said, gaming's never been more mainstream. It's never been more mainstream. Gaming is more socially accepted today than shit 10 years ago. All right? So there's a lot of newer people coming into gaming that we have to give a lot of grace to, right? Because for some of us who've been gaming since our childhood, and then you have people who are getting into it, maybe in their teenage years, hell, even their adulthood, they don't have the history of gaming that some of us might have. We have to sort of teach them and be like, hey, yo, try this out, try that out, try out the turn-based, see how you like it, play the Final Fantasy games. You got some of the OGs that are older than me. I'm only 28, so I'm a bit in the middle here. You got some of the OGs that are like, I don't like the action RPG route that Final Fantasy is going in. They need to go turn-based. And then you got people who are like my age and younger than me. They're like, yo, I love the action Final Fantasy games. Make sure this doesn't turn off. So it really depends. But let me know your thoughts on what you think about gaming right now. I think gaming's never been better. I think it's never been more accessible. Are there some issues and concerns? Of course. Of course. But that's why we have these discussions, all right? Peace. All right.